Hi friends, this is Amlan Devnath, your instructor for today's class. Friends, in the previous video, we already had discussed single inheritance. What is single inheritance? It's just one-to-one inheritance. If robot 2 is inheriting from robot 1, it's just a single inheritance. And what is multi-level inheritance? If robot 3 is inheriting from robot 2 and which is inheriting from robot 1. In that case, it is multi-level inheritance. Now, let us discuss on multiple inheritance. What is multiple inheritance? Multiple inheritance is when one class inherits from multiple classes. How we can demonstrate that? For example, you can see we have three robots. Robot 1 is the older robot, it can only walk. And robot 2 is the updated one, it can jog. But we have made advancements and created robot 3 which can run, and we also need to add the functionality to walk and jog both. If robot 3 can inherit both robot 1 and robot 2, it can then walk and jog both. So let us create the task 5. We already have task 4 for it to walk. Let us create task 5 in which we will test if it can jog. And also to test if it can run, which is its own functionality, we can use task 3. So it should be able to run, walk and jog. We can see the robot 3 can run, walk and jog, have all the functionalities in it. Now there is another feature which we can test in this case of multiple inheritance. Suppose a class have the same functionality which also another class have. Then the inherited or the child class will take the functionality of which class. For example, we have this walk function here, and our robot 2 can also walk. Our developers have added the functionality for robot 2 to walk also. This robot instead can walk a little bit faster. Updated version. So for this robot 3 to inherit the properties of robot 1 and 2, we have entered in this way: robot 1 at first, robot 2 at second. But we have this walk function for both the robots, right? So let us see if we run the walk function, which one takes up. Does it take up the functionality of robot 1 or robot 2? See, in this case, it is taking up the functionality of robot 1, as robot 1 is passed earlier. Now let us change the case. Let us pass robot 2 as first parameter and robot 1 as second parameter. In this case, if we try to get the result, we can see it is taking up the functionality of robot 2, as robot 2 is passed earlier. So from here you can understand it depends on the sequence of the classes on which we are passing. The class which is passed earlier, the functionality of that class is only picked up in the final child class. This is called method override in inheritance of classes. Let us now discuss what is hierarchical inheritance. It is nothing but when multiple classes inherit from a single parent class. How we can demonstrate that? Suppose robot 1 can walk, robot 2 can jog. and robot 3 can run. But we want to make a situation where robot 2 also can work and robot 3 also can work. How we can do that one? We have to inherit robot 1 in robot 2 and also robot 1 in robot 3. So if we then create tasks for robot 2 to work and also for robot 3 to work, then it should be working properly, right? We can see that both robot 2 and robot 3 can work. So this is extremely simple. Hierarchical inheritance is nothing but when multiple classes inherit from a single parent class. So what is hybrid inheritance? It is just a combination of more than one inheritance. How can that be? When multi-level and multiple or hierarchical, any of these combinations happen, it is just known as hybrid inheritance. Let us also go through that with an example. We already had 3 robots. Now let us create another robot, which is robot 4, and it has the functionality to sprint. Class robot 4 I can sprint. This is the most advanced robot created as of now, which can sprint. Now we can already see we are having hierarchical inheritance here. Robot 1 is being inherited by robot 2 and robot 3. So to combine it with another inheritance, what we can do? We can just inherit robot 2 here. Now you can see this part comes under hierarchical inheritance, and this robot 4, if I inherit robot 2 here, then you can easily understand robot 4 is inherited by robot 2 and robot 2 inherits robot 1. So this is multi-level inheritance. So this combination of multi-level and hierarchical inheritance makes it a hybrid inheritance. We have a task 3, which is for robot 3, and it should be able to work as it is inheriting robot 1. And we have a task 4 for robot 4, which also asks it to work as it is inheriting robot 2, which is ultimately inheriting robot 1. So our desired output should be both the robots should be able to work. And yes, both the robots can work with the help of hybrid inheritance. So inheritance is clear. If you have any doubt, just comment and ask me. I will be happy to help you with all your doubts and queries. We will be coming back with more new topics on Python. So stay tuned, stay happy, meet you in the next class. Thank you.